set up in the rut funnel. That's what I'm calling this stand, the rut funnel. Pretty straightforward, but we've got a big ridge off to our right, or the east. Then we've got a big creek bottom off to our left, to the west. We've got a huge, just flat bench between those two pieces of topography, and it acts as a funnel for all these deer to move out. There's a big cornfield on this side, and there's a big green field on this side. So all in all, it should be a really, really good funnel, bedding all around us. We basically are in the middle of the bedding area, in my opinion. We should have bucks cruising through here, hopefully, all morning. We'll see. It looks like a dynamite spot. We've got two massive scrapes right here down below us. I'm set up in the saddle, just perfect as can be. I can shoot all 360 around me, so we're settling in. Hopefully we have something come in. This morning we had to cross the creek. We took our boots off and rolled our pants up past our knees and just got in the cold water and walked across. It worked pretty well, but a little time consuming. So anyway, here we go. First set in this stand. We're excited. It should be good. North winds. It's what we needed. About 9:30 to 11:30 before we see like decent movement. Those deer need to get off the food sources and get back up in here. This is all bedding. Alright guys, we are coming up on the evening hunt. We've done an all-day sit, just doing a little bit of ranging, double checking some ranges. So if something slips through here, I kind of have an idea of how far certain landmarks are. We should have brought more food. Ethan brought a bag of jerky. I brought a little pouch of cashews. What, you had a cookie?
Yeah.
That's all we've had all day. Oh man, we're professionals. Yeah, it's been a long day, but just kind of what you have to do on these hunts. It's like there's no sense getting out of the tree, crossing the creek again, hiking all the way back to the truck just to run into town and hang out for an hour, turn around, come back and cross the creek again, come back out here, get back in the stand, and risk blowing deer on the way out and the way back in. So just makes sense to stay in the stand all day, dark to dark. Definitely would have been better to have more food with us, but that's how it goes. We've got about an hour of light left, and we're hoping in this last hour we have a big old buck come strolling through. We'll see. Do you see him right in front of us walking to the tree? It's 3.5 years old. Had that been an old one, I probably would have shot him. I grounded him into 18 yards broadside. He's 3.5 years old. Down there when I grounded, he bristled up, and I was like, he could be older. I won't know until he's in my face, you know? And he came over the top. I'm like, he's 3.5. I was hoping he'd be like just giant body 5-year-old, and like when he came up, because I couldn't tell when he was down in the trees, when he came up over the ridge, I'm like, if he's like 5.5-year-old 148, I'm gonna shoot him. But he was like 115-inch 3.5-year-old. It's so hard to tell with how big their bodies are, dude. All right, let's get to the stand. Scaling this big ridge. We came up over the top, and it's about 1.5 miles back here or so, but we're staying on the top. We've got perfect northwest wind, which is blowing from these big cuts up and over this big bluff. We're gonna get over here off the point, and hopefully we'll have a good vantage point for glassing, and see if we can pick up a big buck. If not, we are probably gonna go down closer towards dark. We're gonna go down about halfway, try to find a trail or something to set up on, and hopefully something comes through. But for now, we're just making our way to the glassing point. This is some really, really cool looking country, so we're excited about it. That was loud. There's a rooster down there. Can't figure out which way is up. Just heard his hen take off. Oh, there goes a deer right now. Doe. There's another deer. What is that? Oh, huge buck. Where? Down in that bottom. Give me some direction. Right where I'm looking, I don't want to lose him. Okay. Just give me some direction. He's running across the opening down there. Inside the trees, middle. Okay. He's chasing that doe. Where'd you go, buddy? There you are. Giant. Giant. Myself a nice boulder. It might look like I'm pretty well exposed and out in the wide open, and you'd be right. I'm elevated above where I think these deer are going to come in by probably, I don't know, 18 to 20 feet down to the bottom. So if they come through like I hope they will and file down I should have like a 35-yard shot down on them. I don't really expect the deer to be coming from behind me or anywhere really close to me, but they could, who knows. Hopefully it works out. There's a big buck in the area that we know of chasing a doe, maybe 300-400 yards across the creek that we glassed up a couple hours ago. So we just moved down in here and got in position. Pretty much the only position we had that was a good wind. I'm right at the bottleneck of where this river runs around and meets the ridge. So hopefully something comes through here just solely based on like topography. The squirrel's been making an awful lot of noise. You like that? You like that? Final touch. You like that? It's a good thing that it's really thick below us and nothing can see up here. Do you see him? Yeah. 100% shooter. All right, guys, mission accomplished. This was a spot that I had checked out on the maps. I never actually went into this spot in any of my previous years of hunting out here. So I decided that this was going to be the year that we go check this out. And we hiked all the way back there. It's about a 1.5 mile hike to get back there, which is not crazy by any means whatsoever. But I don't see a lot of these guys on this public ground doing it. We got back there and started glassing, and right away I picked up a big shooter chasing a doe just across the river, and which was a really cool vantage point, like being able to see that far. And just middle of the day, there's a big buck chasing back there. Just got our hopes up, and then we hiked down and around the corner to a big pinch point funnel that's basically a forced funnel. These deer are forced by a big ridge and a rock ledge to come through this area. That is exactly what happened. We got in there, set up just on the ground, a little bit of an elevated position, and almost had the opportunity to shoot not one, but there was 2 big mature deer that walked through there. The first one I think was a big 8-point, but I thought he was mature for sure, just watching him through the binos. He never got any closer than maybe 60 yards, didn't give me any shot opportunities. And then the second deer, right about 10 minutes before last light, maybe even less than that, like 5 to 8 minutes. I mean, it was fading pretty good. I got him in one shooting lane at like 56 yards, and it was starting to be dim enough that I just didn't feel confident with the shot. And so I just let him keep walking. But 2 big mature deer, rattled both of them into that area. Neither of them committed any closer than that 50-60 yard mark. They could just see up into that draw, and as long as there wasn't any deer in there, they weren't going to come in. So but that tells us there are 2, if not 3 shooters back there because of the one that we glassed earlier. So things look promising back there. We're going to hunt tomorrow morning in my cedar tree setup, probably sit till 11 or noon, get out of there, come back here, hike back in, hang a stand, and hunt it tomorrow evening. Anyway, we're going to head back to town and get some food. Appreciate y'all watching this evening's hunt. We will catch you in the morning. You want your mic back? Oh my gosh, dude!